Okay, not sure if you can hear me through my headset or not, but this is the class selection. You can do the Titan, which is essentially like well, it is likely the tankiest class, or at least it's supposed to be. There's the Hunter, which is basic, well, they kind of imply that it's like a sniper, but a lot of people tend to use whatever weapons they want, so it doesn't really matter, really. Um, Gunslinger, basically you end up getting, like, well, for each different class you get, like, essentially an ultimate, they call them supers, where you build up power and eventually you can unleash it. The Striker, they get a smash where they basically leap through the air, slam the ground, and it basically instant kills any people that are in the area, unless they're like really strong enemies. Like in PvE, it's not going to kill everything in one shot, like bosses, obviously. Defender, they end up getting a like this little shield bubble that they can place down around them, and it protects you. It basically, as long as there's an enemy on the outside and you're on the inside, you can't take damage from them until the shield goes away or they come into the shield. You also can't fire out of it, though, so if there was like an upgrade for it where you could fire out of it, that would probably make it a little overpowered, but it would be pretty awesome. The hunters get, for the gunslinger, they get what's called the golden gun. Basically, they get 3 shots that will basically, well, in most cases, will one-shot people. Um, it's difficult to use for some people because you only get those 3 shots and you're using a pistol. So people who are more used to like spray and pray, not going to have an easy time with that. Blade Dancer is pretty awesome. You essentially pull out like a lightning knife and just start slashing at people. You move ridiculously fast with it as well, which is pretty nice. The downside being that you have to get into melee in order to kill people, but you do one-shot them with a knife, so that's nice. Then there is the Warlock. The Voidwalker, they get essentially a nuke, for any lack of a better description. They just throw a giant ball that explodes and kills everything in an area. And it also, I think, deals damage over time, I don't remember. And then Sunsinger, they basically just give themselves an enormously, ridiculously powerful buff that increases like all of their stats and shit. And then we get the different races and genders. It could be human, either male or female. Be an awoken, either male or female. Or it can be an exo, which are basically robots, either male or female. I'm going to be going with the female awoken for this character. I'll select different faces. Different skin colors. Lip color. Different hairstyles. And then, of course, different hair colors. Of course, my cat is blocking the screen, so I can't see half the shit on my screen right now. There we go. I actually forgot about the eye color as well. And then of course markings, you can also choose the color of. You can either go with no marking at all, and then you get various other ones based on which race you choose. And that shall be my character.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars. But the Traveler had an enemy, a darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything. But it was also a beginning.
And here we see Peter Dinklage in his natural form. A small floating eyeball. Well, keep in mind, Richard, that this is in Russia, so... I mean, their cars nowadays look like they're from the fucking 70s and 80s, so... Also, I absolutely love the design of the Fallen. Look at those guys with the rifles there.
Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost. And you, well, you've been dead a long time. So you're gonna see a lot of things you won't understand. This is Fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still. Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move
The design of the
fast.
ghost is pretty nifty. It's like one of those little paper things that you would make.
We
that,
won't survive
like,
long out in the open
girls
like
would
this.
make in
Let's get inside the walls.
elementary school or whatever. That you like put your fingers in either end and then like you open and close it and like select numbers and colors and shit.
Okay, I need to find you a weapon before the Fallen find us. Quiet. They're right above us.
They're in the walls. Yeah, those
Hang
things.
tight. Fallen thrive in the dark. We won't. We need more light. I'll see what I can do. Another one of these hardened military systems.
You see there's pollen all over the fucking place. Each one of those light dots is pollen.
They're coming for us.
And now they're angry.
Here, I found a rifle. Grab it.
Shitty little Russian.
I hope you know how to use that thing. I suppose. Watch your tracker.
And warlock melee.
There's more ahead. Keep it up.
Yeah, one thing I really like is
Good
the
catch.
diversity
Let's see
of
what's
the
inside.
classes, and like each one has their own version of a melee attack.
Trip
So,
mines. Don't
For example,
touch them.
the hunter has like they essentially knife people. The Titan punches them because fucking man mode. And then the Warlock, because they're basically using space magic, essentially blasts some of that. Fuck around. There he is. You know what? I got some buckshot for you. How about that?
The Fallen have a tighter hold on this place than I thought. Just a little bit further. Let's hope there's something left out there. This was an old cosmodrome. There's got to be something we can fly out of here.
Oh, this is cool. It's like, oh, what's that flare
Incoming!
mean? Oh. Fallen ship coming out of fucking slip space, like, in the atmosphere.
Fallen ships! This close to the surface! Move!
This is actually how enemies respawn as well. Like when you've killed enemies in like the patrol areas, and when they come to respawn, they actually show up in ships like that and just kind of like drop out of them. Alright, I don't have double jump yet. Hey buddy, you're looking the wrong way. Yes, in the what's it called? Like when you're out in the world, like this early on, they don't do it because they would be kind of unfair because the ships will almost like one-shot you in a lot of cases. They do actually take shots at you, but it's usually like slow moving, like the hive ships. They fire like this big purple ball of energy that kind of like slowly moves towards you. The Fallen, they probably have the weakest like damaging one, but it fires faster and fires more of them.
Could be our ticket out of here.
And the Cabal basically fires giant fucking missiles at you. Okay, now since I leveled up, I get to upgrade my ability, which gives me my Vortex Grenade. Just essentially, I pretty much throw a little tiny black hole at them. Eventually I get an upgrade that it's like sucks enemies towards it, so it's actually like a black hole. Also, you'll notice these things, these are ammo. That's special ammo, so that'd be for my shotgun. The white ones are for primary weapon. And now I get to find my first boss.
Clear him out!
Which is a captain. Captains you'll find out in the world regularly. They're fairly tough. They have shields that you have to break through that actually will regenerate. Their health won't though. So typically what you want to do is damage them with the shield down, then do as much damage as you can before you need to like reload or whatever. The regular ones are a lot more tougher than him.
Alright, let me see if I can get us out of here. It's been here a while. Hasn't made a jump in centuries. We're lucky the Fallen haven't completely picked it clean.
Will it fly?
I can make it work. not going to break orbit. It just might get us to the city. Now, about that transmat.
Suddenly Devil Archon.
Bringing you in.
And yeah, of course, because it's 5 months,
ready.
the music is
Let's get you
absolutely
home.
amazing. Yeah, anytime you do like a mission or whatever, you end up getting this little screen here. This also shows up after doing the competitive multiplayer. Shows you shit that you got, how many kills, etc. So now I have my class jump ship. Which, everyone gets the same ship, but you can get different ones. You can either buy them or get them through stuff like I have one from my special edition, which is a pretty awesome looking ship that'll show you once I get to the city.
Welcome to the last safe city on Earth. The only place the Traveler can still protect. It took centuries to build. Now, we're counting every day it stands. And this tower is where the Guardians live.
Sure, it's taking its time to load here, jeez.
Now take us, dust giant phalanx, Mari Eternum.
There we go. So this is the tower. Essentially the social hub of Destiny. You get your vault, which is shared between your characters. And the whole reason that I'm doing a warlock as my second character is because I got this while I was playing my Titan. First legendary I managed to find, other than stuff I get for my pre-order and shit. And it happened to be a warlock cloak. And I'm like, well, that's great considering I'm playing a Titan. Take that, and that. So the nifty things, you can find these little emblems that change the thing up here in the top. Other people get to see them. I've got a skin for my ghost, which makes him look like that. It's all red and white and shit. Also, I don't know if I have Glimmer to do it here, but... Ooh, okay, yeah. So there's my ship that I got for my pre-order bonus. The Valkyrie. I also get that Sparrow, but I can't use that yet until I unlock it. And then I've got all these that I have unlocked, both from pre-order as well as a bunch of codes that I found online that I shared with the rest of with our clan. So nifty thing is if you're sprinting and you press crouch, do a little combat slide.
Moving up in the order.
People tend to do that in PvP. They'll like slide towards you, shotgun you, and then melee you.
It's yours.
It's kind of annoying when people do that, but it is
Watch
a pretty
yourself.
decent strategy. And as you see, I get an upgrade for my chest piece, which then changes the way it looks. No, currency is not shared across characters. Also, you notice there I destroyed the old chess piece I had. I actually converted it into Glimmer, which is essentially this game's money. Essentially, any items you get, you can dismantle, and you get Glimmer, and for some of the higher quality items, like when you eventually find like greens, blues, and whatnot, you will get stuff like either weapon parts, or depending on the like if it's weapons, you'll get weapon parts. If it's armor, you'll get stuff that you can use that for the higher quality items, like blues, etc. When you're upgrading that gear, you need specific materials to do so. So personally, I kind of like auto rifles, so I'm like just, you know, spray and pray, so take that. Straight up upgrade, and dismantle it. Boom, got me 14 Glimmer. Just gonna see over in the corner here. Put my ship. Scrap the old one since I don't need it. And I'm not a huge fan of the way it looks comparatively. Also, Richard, you can hear me, right? I'm not just talking to myself.
You want a ship?
Because I see the microphone thing kind of light up on my screen there, but I'm not 100% sure if you're,
Fix this one up myself.
if you're hearing me or not. Or if I'm loud enough. Okay. Yeah, and then it gave me another one because I got rid of the one I originally had. Otherwise, it just goes, "Hey, you have a ship now." Okay, so show you a little bit around the. Because I got.
You have a requisition from your order, warlock?
I can't remember what the reason I get this, but I get a Vanguard Quartermaster, part of the pre-order, I think, or the
Vanguard has many
maybe it's just for buying a new copy or something. I don't know. But you basically get all this free shit. Otherwise, you just get these. But I get these items as well, which I can purchase. Well, they're all for like level 5, but may as well buy that. Yeah, The way the weapon system works for this is that you get your primary, a special, and a heavy. Obviously, rocket launcher, heavy weapon. So is a machine gun. Essentially, you get an LMG. And the weapons, like the ammo for that, shows up as little purple boxes, whereas green is the secondary or special ammo, and then white is the primary. Fusion rifle is essentially a charge up, then obliterate anything you're aiming at kind of gun.
You are always welcome beyond the ring.
It's a special weapon, as is the shotgun. And I'm trying to think of what else there is. Sniper rifle is a special weapon. For primary, you get a pulse rifle, which is a 3-round burst in most cases. Auto rifle, which is self-explanatory. And hand cannon, which personally I think hand cannon should honestly be a secondary, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, there's like little areas you can explore here. There's absolutely nothing over here, but up above there is a vendor for one of the PvP factions. Basically, there are a bunch of factions here, like there's Dead Orbit here. They sell emblems, weapons, armor. If you get one of these things, for the they're class items. Basically, warlocks get bonds. They're like essentially a wristband kind of thing, but for like your bicep. So if I go to preview, see it right there. That's what it looks like. They basically wrap around their arm. The Titan get like a little sash, and then the hunters get a cloak. If you're wearing that, any reputation you get would go towards that faction. So, for example, if you're doing Vanguard missions, instead of getting Vanguard reputation, you would instead get reputation with Dead Orbit, Future War Cult, or the New Monarchy, depending on which one you're wearing. So here's a Future War Cult. They have their own emblems, weapons, armor. Usually for all the different class items, they have that faction's like logo over it. As do quite a few of their pieces of armor. It's got Future War Cult's logo right there, and they're all pretty much always in their colors. So like here's the cloak. It's all blue and yellow. Future War Cult's like blue, yellow, and orange and red-ish. A little bit of black. Dead Orbit's like just entirely black and a bit of white. And then New Monarchy is red and white. Oh yeah. Show you some of the other ships that you can get. Nifty thing about the way that vendors work is a lot of them will rotate what they have. So, see, stock refresh, 2 days, 5 hours, 33 minutes, and 21 seconds. And after that amount of time, the different items that she has will change. You can preview what the different vehicles look like. These are Sparrows. Well, they're basically little speeder bikes that you get to ride around in the open world. You can get them in different colors. They have different abilities. Like all of them get the boost, and then the more advanced ones get the quick break. And then there's another one above that, which she doesn't have any at the moment. And then you get the different ships with. Literally, the only difference between the ships is how they look. There is no, statistics to them at all. It's entirely, what do you want people to see you flying? This thing looks pretty awesome. When you're going into a mission. Because that's the only time you see these. There's a bunch that are they look pretty much the same, but then have like little modifications to them and stuff.
Straighten up and fly.
And of course,
right.
the one that I have looks like that.
Requisitions collected. Working metadata and return to
Check for manifest.
ready and eager to serve.
Show you a couple other areas here on the tower. So this is the Cryptarch. Essentially, he's the gambler. You can buy engrams from him, and it'll give you a random piece of gear based on what type it is. So, special weapon, it'll give me a random special weapon, random primary weapon, random leg armor, body armor, gauntlet, and his stock refreshes fairly quickly. It's every couple of hours. Same with the weapon vendor over here, except he gives you a specific items. So you get to see what items he's giving. He also sells ammo packs, which you can use when you're out in a combat area. So say if you're getting really unlucky, not finding any heavy ammo, which is not a big deal, but say you're not finding any special ammo and you much prefer to use your special weapon over your primary, you can buy them and use it, and it'll give you some ammo. There's the bounty tracker, which you can use to get. They give you different bounties. I don't think I can see. Okay. I don't have access to this, so I don't know why it's bothering. But he gives you bounties, so you see, kill like 25 titans, hunters, warlocks. The red ones are Crucible, which is the PvP, and these ones are for the Vanguard, which are PvE. So earn 9,000 experience without dying, kill 100 enemies with precision damage, which is headshots, complete any strike without dying, which is a dungeon. And of course there's the mail person, postmaster. Basically anytime your class person has a bounty available, they'll send it there, and then you bring it to the bounty guy. Special orders is for stuff like the pre-order stuff that I have, as well as any other promotional items that'll come up. And down here's where all the class people are. There's this guy, Zur, Agent of the Nine, only shows up on weekends. That's because he sells exotic items, which are pretty awesome. Like here's the warlock item he sells, which looks fucking sick. He also sells this amazing rifle that I would love to get on my Titan. See, these are the upgrade paths that you can take. Basically, as you go, you'll unlock these when you're gaining experience while you have the weapon equipped. And then, see, it requires Glimmer to unlock most of these. And then you get to these things, and it's like you need weapon parts and helium filaments. You get helium filaments on the moon, and you get weapon parts for dismantling higher quality weapons. And then you get Ascendant Energy from, I'm not entirely sure where you get it. I have a couple on my Titan. I've gotten them mostly from doing PvP. They just kind of randomly gave it to me. And of course, Engram. But you need like Motes of Light for that, and then like strange coins to get these.
An end is
What strange coins you get for doing the weekly heroic dungeon, as well as some other things. You can just also get them randomly. Like I've gotten pretty much all 5 of the ones that I have on my Titan I've gotten randomly from doing either PvP or strikes. And there's the Crucible Quartermaster. He sells you stuff for Crucible marks. You have to have a certain rank in order to get it.
Catch you later.
I think my Titan either just hit or is about to hit rank 1. And then of course your the vanguards for your
Morning,
classes. They sell you, you know, decent gear, some emblems, some higher level gear for when you get to level 20, but you need vanguard marks
We
and
expect
rank in
great
order to
things
get
in
them.
Sinful holiday. What's the next line?
And you'll also, there will be things that you can find out in the world called ghosts. Well, they're dead ghosts. They're essentially dead versions of the one that follows you around. And if you find them, you get grimoire points, which basically is just like, I found this many collectibles kind of thing.
30 to gasoid. Double time. Double time.
And it gives you a bit of lore that you can read up on the Bungie website. And we'll go over to this side of the tower. The North Tower. This is the vendor I visit most over here.
It's an honor.
She sells different emblems. She also sells a couple of shaders too, but those are only available once you hit level 20. The emblems are nifty because they, well, if you find a cool looking emblem, then you can show it off to people, be like, hey, look what I got. There's the New Monarchy vendor over here.
Oh, that's it.
Said all their colors are all red and white. If we look at their warlock helmets. Of course, their cloaks as well. And the bond. Basically a little metal strap around their arm.
Talk again later, Guardian.
And then I believe there's a vendor over here as well. No. Okay, and the only other vendor in this area is the speaker. Is this dude over
You've
here.
impressed us all.
He'll sell you things for motes of light. He sells different stuff like the class items. So for warlock, you get these things like that. It's pretty nifty. He's got some nifty looking items for the different classes. I would totally get that one just because our clan name is the Screaming Eagles, so. That one looks pretty nifty though. But yeah, as you can see, you get cloaks, like sometimes full on like capes for the hunter, and you get the little sashes that kind of go around their waist for the Titans.
Protect us all, Guardian.
Like I can see, oh, no, he disappeared. That was a hunter at a cape. Anyways, that's the tower, or as much as we can see of it right now, because there is another area, but it's closed off at the moment. During the beta, it was only available during the special PvP event that they had going on for a little while. So, not sure what they're planning on doing with that. At least for live. But yeah, there's my ship in orbit above Earth. So now I get to go, I can either do Crucible, or I can go back to Earth. And start doing some story missions. Basically from orbit, you can either select an area to go to, or you can invite people to your fire team, which can be up to 3 people.
There's so little left out here. We were lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian can't do much to protect the city with that one. But it needs a warp drive if we ever hope to fight beyond Earth. And that Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again.
Definitely have to say, as much as I'm kind of disappointed that they got rid of the that wizard came from the moon line,
A Guardian ship was
Dinklage does
recently
have some
shot down
pretty
here.
awesome lines in
If the
this.
Fallen haven't gotten to it, there might be parts we can salvage.
Like everything in this area is dead for these two guys. Deploy my ghost. As you can see, my ghost shows up with a different skin now. He's all red.
The ship's avionics are completely catatonic, but I can call their last transmission. They managed to restore an information hub here, down in the tunnels below. We should check it out.
I chose a bad time to come down here. Right as these guys were respawning. That last fucker. There he is. What's up, buddy? I get that noise. It was a ship coming down to respawn some dudes. Right over there. Jump out the sides. And then the ship leaves. See? Ship shot at me. That dick. Sitting here minding my own business. Now you have to promise not to be angry. I was just minding my own business.
A map of
Bullshit! God, I was.
What we really need to find is a warp drive, so we can jump to any planet or moon. Our only hope is where we found our ship. We have to go back.
And now I get to go back and fight the Devil Archon. Someone's taking pot shots at people. Hey buddy, can I join you? Yeah, you can find chests throughout the world that'll give you items and glimmer and
Scanning for the warp drive.
other stuff.
Bad news. It's already in fallen hands. I hope you're ready for this.
See, now I'm entering a darkness zone, which basically restricts your respawning. So if you die then basically if you're in a fire team, if everyone dies, well, if you die, you have about, I think, 25 to 30 seconds before you're able to respawn, unless you get revived. Someone can run over to your ghost and revive you. Yes, the music is telling me to kick ass. And there's the Devil Archon. This is essentially your first actual, like, story mission boss. I don't consider the captain you fight to get your ship really a boss, because he doesn't have a yellow health bar. Okay. And catch. Okay, close to this guy. And like in any, like first-person shooters, you can hit certain areas on enemies to do more damage. So, most humanoid enemies, it's their head on your lips. Later on, you'll fight these things called the Vex. They have, depending on, they're all like robots, kind of like the Necrons, in fact. And based on which one you're fighting, you'll get a different. They have different weak spawns.
You just killed an Archon, and we got a warp drive. This could
and I got
cripple
a
the
fuckload
Fallen.
of items from that
We
too.
need to go see the speaker.
Yeah, once you complete your mission, you get usually like a 20 to 30 second countdown before you get knocked out to the complete mission screen thing. Ah, so close to unlocking Glide, which is the Warlock's version of the, what's it called? The double jump. Warlocks are space magicians. They basically use magic to move around and shit. Titans basically have a jetpack. I think the hunters actually, like, literally get a double jump for their thing. So, like, they jump and then they can jump off the air.
There was a time when we were much more powerful. But that was long ago. Until it wakes and finds its voice, I am the one who speaks for the traveler. You must have no end of questions, Guardian. In its dying breath, the traveler created the ghosts to seek out those who can wield its light as a weapon. Guardians to protect us and do what the traveler itself no longer can.
What happened to it?
I could tell you of the great battle centuries ago. How the traveler was crippled. I could tell you of the power of the darkness, its ancient enemy. There are many tales told throughout the city to frighten children. Lately, those tales have stopped. Now, the children are frightened anyway. The darkness is coming back. We will not survive it this time.
Its armies surround us. The Fallen are just the beginning.
What can I do?
You must push back the darkness. Guardians are fighting on Earth and beyond. Join them. Your ghost will guide you. I only hope he chose wisely.
I did. I'm sure of it. We're in this together now.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go back to the tower because one of the items I picked up from killing the Archon was a green engram. Essentially, you can find engrams when you're out doing things, and you bring them back to the Cryptarch, and he will give you... Basically, he'll unencrypt it, and you get a random item from it. Usually of whatever quality the actual engram is. So in this case, I should get a green quality item.
Now think. Where have we seen this before?
And because I found a house banner from killing the Archon, I also get 200 silver.
Done.
Yeah. So it's a gauntlet engram, so it'll give me a gauntlet item of green quality.
Very fine.
I've got Enigma Burn. Go to my items. And I can't use till level 4. I think all the items I have I can't use till like level 3 or 4.
I hope we helped, Guardian.
And since I have nothing else to do here for now, back to orbit. Yeah, the only place that you can actually see your character's face is on the tower. So anywhere else, your character's wearing a helmet. Yeah, now I get to do the Dark Within. I believe this is the one where I get to see the Hive. And the mission where, in the Alpha, the infamous line that wizard came from the moon is from.
There are reports that the Fallen back at the Cosmodrome are keeping a pretty tight guard on the old Skywatch. Could be one of their leaders, or it could be something valuable. The Speaker's asking Guardians to look into it. Okay, the Skywatch is just on the other side of the steps. And it's surrounded by Fallen. Well, I'm ready if you are.
There we go, level 3. And now I get my glide, which is my double jump. And also I'm high enough level to use a couple items here. Pulse rifle. Dismantle that. Need a helmet. Boots. Not a huge fan of the glide and how it works, because essentially the way glide works is,
You know, this place must have been amazing
pretty
before
much
the collapse. Thousands of humans
it boosts
boarding
you
the
up
colony ships,
based on
off to build
your
cities
current
beyond.
momentum. So if you're already, like if you hit it immediately after jumping, you'll get more of a boost upwards than if you hit it, wait a second, then use it, because then you'll just basically be slowly lowering yourself to the ground. So, as an example, if I do it immediately after jumping, I go up about that high, and then I slowly lower. Whereas if I wait, jump, then do it, I just slowly lower to the ground. With the
Up the hill,
Titan's
the building with the
jetpack,
radar.
essentially,
That's the Skywatch.
if you do it while you're already falling, you'll pretty much just kind of like stop in place and then slowly start going up a little bit. So you only have a certain amount of power you can use. Trying to get up places like this using it. Oh, I have my grenade off cooldown, so... Sup, bitches? Catch. And I completely missed it. That's a cat. Burn down a shield and try to do some damage to him before I can regenerate the shield. And he's dead. I just realized having a pulse rifle against the hive is going to suck because thralls run into melee.
We're in.
And yeah.
This was one of Skywatch's old array stations, a link to the lunar colonies. Dead end. Fallen sealed this gate. I can get it open. Fallen really didn't want anybody getting in. Or out. What is this? Lots of motion ahead. I've got a bad feeling about this.
And hi.
The hive!
Is that all of the rolls right now? I believe it is. Just a bunch of acolytes. First time I came in here, having all those thralls rushing me scared the ever-living fuck out of me, because I was not expecting
There's a wizard here. You have to kill it.
That wizard came from the moon. Come on, Acolyte. Out and play.
The wizard's here.
God, thralls. Thralls. Fucking thralls. Come on out, wizard. I got a surprise for you. Surprise and bullet.
The Hive haven't been on Earth in centuries. The darkness could be a lot closer than we think. We should probably get moving.
Actually, no, the voicing acting hasn't improved from the beta, it's improved from the alpha. Because it was in the alpha that they had the "that wizard came from the moon" line. They replaced it in the beta, which actually got a lot of people kind of mad because they were like, we liked that, it was funny. I mean, what they could have done was leave the line but do it in a better take. Which if I had personally had heard, like I didn't actually get into the alpha, but I heard the line because I saw a video of it, and it was pretty amusing just because of how bad the delivery was, because it's a placeholder. Personally, I think it would have been funny if they had left the line in and just did a better take of it. That way, all the people who wanted that line still in it would would still be happy, and they'd have a decent quality voice acting for it. Yeah, you can never please anyone on the internet. Someone's always going to be pissed. Oh my god, this is a shitty line. Well, yeah, it's a fucking alpha. The fact that they even have voice acting in the alpha was impressive. Usually they don't even bother putting in, like, actual voice acting. I know, hell, even in the beta of Elder Scrolls Online, they had a lot of the voiceover work after, like, level 5 or 6 was, like, almost entirely, like, Microsoft Sam. It's a fucking robotic voice on, like, all the elves and orcs and shit, and I'm just like, this is hilarious. Now I get to go to the Vanguard. Yeah, see, that guy's a hunter. See, he's got a full-on cape. And he's dancing. Because dancing. So each dance is based on your race/gender. So obviously they had to make the Awoken have the stripper dance. Obviously, the robotic races do the robot. I already have those, I think. I don't remember.
May it provide you, Guardian.
Yeah. Wait for it to update. There we go. Yeah. The game's a lot, like, very similar to Halo in a lot of ways, obviously because it's made by the same people. And I mean, it's a sci-fi futuristic shooter, so I mean, it's very pretty, very functional. I mean, the lore of the world is actually pretty in depth and actually interesting too, which is nice. I mean, this is basically, like, almost entirely, like,
the Vanguard's
perfect
reporting
game I've
that
been
Fallen
waiting
are
for
tearing
in a
into
long
machines
time.
all over the Cosmodrome. I'm starting to think they aren't just looting the place. Whatever they're looking for, we should probably find it first.
It's basically, like, I've been waiting for a really good, like, multiplayer RPG, like, shooter-style game for a long time. And this is probably the best I'm
picking
gonna
up
get,
heavy
and
fallen
I'm
activity near the
definitely
Forgotten
happy
Shore.
with it.
But that's miles from here. Guardian set up a vehicle grid here. We sync to that. We can summon ground transport from our ship. Let's go.
Yeah, now I get to activate my Sparrow.
Here's the Sparrow link. Encoding superposed states, entangling ket vectors, and we're late. All right. If you want to get your Sparrow, we can be in the Forgotten Shore in seconds.
Yeah, they usually give you a Sparrow here, but I have one from pre-ordering from GameStop, so... I get this red one. Cool thing about the one that I have is I can press L1 to do aggressive turns, so I can literally do like a... Wait, what the hell? That's not working. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Not L1. L2. I can do aggressive turns, which basically I can do like a 180. A golden chest in here if I can get this stupid fucking jump to work there. Nope. There we go. Fucking glide. Right now I remember why I wasn't supposed to take the chest piece, because I fucking get one right there. Whatever. Just take the help.
We're approaching the shore. The Fallen are using some sort of signal amplifiers. Let's see what they're transmitting.
God damn it. I forgot about those vandals. Yeah, that's what happens when you die. If you're not in a restricted zone, then you can respawn after a few seconds. And get revenge on motherfucker. Boom, headshot. God, fucking glide is so bullshit. Oh right, I have a fusion rifle. This is what a fusion rifle is like. Ah. Oh god, why is the captain melee? Don't know if you noticed that, but fusion rifle point blank to the, like, all the shots hit the captain in the head.
Give me a second.
Nearly killed it from full shields. Took it down to a sliver of health.
Some kind of distorted signal.
Fusion rifles are stupid powerful.
Let's
if you
check the other one.
hit them with all the hits. The only problem is that, you know, they take a while to charge up. Do a barrel roll. Fusion rifles are stupid fun. But if you're doing the competitive multiplayer, you have to be like really lucky and be able to dodge shots while someone's firing at you with an auto rifle.
Let's check it out.
They're the most common weapon you'll find in the multiplayer is auto rifle. A lot of people take auto rifles in there and just go fucking nuts, just spray and pray essentially. Anyways, there is another item around here. Shit. Fuck. Okay, yeah, it's right here. I had a feeling I was going past it. Oh, another. I haven't found this one before. Ooh, nice. There's banner. That'll give me some glimmer. Before I go anywhere, new pulse rifle. Oh hey, I have ammo for my rocket launcher. Sup, bitches? Get some. Just love cannons.
The Fallen are tapped into something in the back of the room.
Oh right, forgot about these invisible vandals. I'm dead. That's what happens if you die in a darkness zone. The hell is my first death in here? Whatever. Maybe it's just death over Come out. Come on, do it again. Thank you. Okay. Fusion rifle. Let's do this.
The Fallen are tapped into something in the back of the room.
Yeah, they sent 4 stealthed vandals after you, which, like 3 shots from a stealth vandal will kill you. Now I get to play Defend the
The
Dinkwood.
Fallen are trying to access these machines, but something is fighting back. This will take some time.
And this music is telling me to kick some ass. Catch bitches. Servitors come out. Wait a minute. Yep, Centaur. Yeah, level
They
4.
didn't get much. Kept hitting an active firewall. Old Earth. Russian. The legends are true. A war mine did survive the collapse. Rasputin. An AI built to defend Earth. He faced the darkness and survived. And he's protecting something here in the Cosmodrome. We have to find a way to reach him.
Yeah, now that I'm level 4, I now have my super, which is Nova Bomb. Hurl an explosive bolt of void light at the enemy, disintegrating those caught within its blast. Yeah, Russian AI. Let's name it Rasputin. Also, I now have an upgrade for my chest piece, so I now can carry more pulse rifle ammunition. Now I get, I believe this is the last mission on Earth. Yeah. Other than patrol and the strike that you get.
There's reports a team of Guardians went dark near the old Skywatch. They were running a mission for Dead Orbit, had codes to a hidden array that could reconnect us to other colonies in the system. If we can find their ghosts, maybe we can open that array. The ghosts were last heard from near the Skywatch. Let's head there and see if we can find them. We're heading back through that hive breeding ground. The Vanguard say they're spilling onto the surface now, keeping the Fallen busy.
And now we see the Hive and Fallen fighting each other. The enemy of my enemy is just another target. You know what? Fuck these guys in particular. Oh, you have your shield back? It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it.
The ghosts. They're in a clearing between buildings not far from here.
Yeah, now I have my supercharge. So the next group of motherfuckers I find, oh boy, are they gonna have a bad day. Which way? Right this way. That door.
The ghosts are still here. The Fallen have them.
Oh, public event.
You see that?
Oh, don't. Oh, okay. You need to defend this thing.
Let's do this. I got your back. It's dead. Keep hunting. Nothing. Find another one. This one still holds the codes. Let's find the array. Seems to be working. Keep it up.
Oh, I totally fucked that up. So I'm not exactly surprised. This is the first time I've ever fucking used the warlock ultimate. Seriously? Dude's not gonna revive people? There we go.
Almost got it. Keep on them.
Still, you motherfucker. Yeah.
Good work.
And that's a public event. So far I've done ones like that, one to kill a spider tank, and also done ones where you have to kill a target. Basically, they're like, that target has to die before it gets to that point. So essentially it'll hit checkpoints along the way and you have to kill it before it's able to get away. There being a chest up here or something. Whatever. Guess not.
The darkness is growing stronger. We have to finish this. The array control station is in the next sector. Approaching the control station. This is it. There's the controls. I'll see if these codes still work.
Now I get to fight off the hive.
Okay, negotiating crypto systems. Sure assisted security, let us verify. It's working. Outside, the array. It's opening. Amazing. It's activating.
More music that's telling me to kick ass. So you can see the purple shots coming at me here. One thing I think is really impressive is that the AI is actually smart enough to know that it has shields and when it doesn't have shields, and how long it takes for the shields to recharge. So, like the wizards and the captains will actually hide behind cover to wait for their shields to recharge. Also, it thinks I'm still up there, so it's just going to keep firing up there until I show it otherwise. Like now.
This array is controlled by the last Warmind, Rasputin. It's connecting to defense constructs all across the system. There could be something out there to help us survive the darkness.
And now I have energy drain. Whenever I use my my melee attack, it now will reduce the cooldown on my grenades. Well, every so often at least. boots. And I can use that helmet now. Pretty sure now I'm able to get bounties, so that'll help me level up faster. Yeah, basically each class gets an upgraded melee attack once they get to level 5. Basically what it does, it gives you more utility or like damage or something. So the hunter actually their like stab with the knife becomes a throwing knife, so they can do it from range. The Titan adds more damage because they punch and it deals lightning damage as well. Essentially, they get a shock fist. And then with the warlock, ever so often they reduce the cooldown of their grenade when they punch someone or use their little shock blast thing with their hand on someone. Now I got a whole bunch of shit I can do here. Get my first. Oh right, yeah. Ascendant shard. What does that do? Material. Okay. Now I can do bounties. Probably won't bother with patrol missions yet, but I'll take that anyways.
Upgrade that coil. Never enough time.
I get a heavy weapon. Machine gun, that's actually a pretty good one. Better than that. Argon V2. So now I can go Daka Daka Daka. And I have a red dot for my pulse rifle. Ooh, increased melee attack speed.
We have some new engrams you might find useful. Well chosen.
I have a lot of glimmer on this character.
Impossible route.
Let's go check the vendor, see what kind of emblems she has, if it's updated yet.
Hello, hello. Please come in.
Nope, hasn't updated. I kind of want that
I
one
have a
instead.
supplier for those. Good luck, Guardian.
So now I get to go to the moon.
We gave up the moon to keep the hive away from Earth. We hoped that would be enough for them. I used to look up here at night and wonder what the hive were doing, but the only activity I could ever pick up was hazy, like it was blocked or buried.
Why wait? Punt.
The Guardian came here, searching for a way into the Hive Fortress. But he just disappeared. Let's pick up his trail. His last known coordinates are up ahead. The Guardian's last report said he captured this old accelerator from an unknown fallen house